Oh, yeah, we're back once again with the King of Cannabis and the Stella one. And we got not the other half, but one of the partners at Planet Nugg. We already had Julie, the mind behind the muscle. We had Dave, the muscle, and now we have Wally, the face.
Thank you, sir.
The face, I love it. I love that.
So, Walter, actually, we share a little common hobby. We both are jiu-jitsu practitioners.
Yeah.
I know.
Killing it out here.
Thank you.
All right, just trying to adjust.
Like,
Usually we don't have to keep the mic so close, but it is loud here, so we definitely have to.
we have no choice.
And I just wanted to thank you for having us be part of the Long Island Cannabis Cup.
Thank you for being a judge. This has been a great event.
I've had a lot of fun judging. Yes.
We're loving it.
Kerry's been helping me judge.
Oh, my God.
It was a tough job, I'm sure.
Oh, my God.
My goodness.
I get
The amount of fucking weed and shit, I was like, it's
was a big
never
bag.
ending. I love it. I love it.
I get high with a little help from my friends.
Yes.
So if you remember the Wonder Years theme song.
It's always great to share with your friends.
Always great to share. And the King, provides. I was just handing out pre-rolls to dudes. He was like, how do I become the King? I was like, well, first,
good luck.
The King has to smoke everything. He was like, I got that. I was like, all right. And then he has to hook everyone up. He was like, I used to. I was like, well, then you're not the King.
Nope.
He was like, well, and I was like, boom. I started throwing out pre-rolls. He was like, oh, all right, thank you.
And
The King's got to share as well, you know what I'm saying?
The King has
Yep.
to share.
And he's got to come
Odin-
try to take your title.
Yeah, good luck
Good
trying
luck.
to take my title.
Good luck.
Wally, if you want a challenge for the King of Cannabis title, you have to smoke one blunt, one round of jiu-jitsu with me.
So I don't
One
know who's
blunt?
here, but it's somebody that's important. Everybody seems to be
Who,
all
the
excited.
belt guy?
No, somebody else that just walked in. That's maybe a rapper. He's got like.
I don't know, but I've been trying to find the
Sunglasses.
fat Peter Griffin. I got to cut a promo with him.
The real life Peter Griffin
Oh, I
is in
call
the house.
him the
Another one
fat
of the
Peter
judges.
Griffin, my bad. All Peter
He's not
Griffins
the
are
skinny
fat.
Peter Griffin, but he is Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin is fat. I'm like the fat Peter Griffin, like there's a
John is
skinny.
off script. Yeah, that's someone.
He's awesome.
Those are some shiny shoes over there. I don't
You
know
see,
who
all right,
that
we'll
is.
see who. So,
Could be a
Walter,
basketball player. Could be a rapper.
so
could be
what
nobody.
made you want to get into the incredibly difficult task of opening a dispensary in New York?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always had a passion for cannabis ever since I was young.
I feel that.
I've been a part of the culture, and
Amazing.
I found out it became legal, I wanted to be a part of it so bad. So any way that I could, and a big part of it was just getting in and saying, hey, we're going to take the bull by the horns and get this real estate and get the licenses in order.
Amazing.
And now we're here.
And now we're here.
And we out here.
And we out
And it
here.
was a long road. I know you guys had a few issues. Like New York is common. I've had issues myself. I've had businesses in New York my whole life, and they don't make it easy. It's like, how can we make it as difficult as possible for you to try to help people?
Yeah.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, and it's we're here.
That's true too. Yeah.
So, but we.
Sorry, Wally.
That's
Sorry,
right.
I'll
Don't
never-
shove it in his mouth.
We had to jump through a lot of red tape, but we're here. The town has been very accommodating to us,
Oh, good.
Nice
but working with
Wally.
the state, we're there. And there was a couple of hurdles with the licensing from the get-go, but we're here.
Yeah, you're open. You're rocking. I tell everyone my favorite part about your store is your customer service. And I don't have to go in with my crown to be treated like a king.
No.
So I
You're
appreciate
just treated
that.
like a king or queen when you walk in there. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's why we are calling this event the Planet Nugg Experience, because we want everyone to experience what Planet Nugg is like. We want to create a friendly customer environment. That's why we have the iPad model when you walk in, and we have friendly staff waiting. They're educated on the products.
Yep.
Every brand that comes in the store runs full demos, understands how everything is grown, extracted.
Amazing.
And every day they're getting that education, so we want to pass that on. We also have self-service kiosks too, which are great for people that
I mean, I
don't wanna
usually
know.
always go with the bud tender because why not?
It's
I mean,
easy,
even
right?
though I'm an expert,
Yeah.
it is always nice to.
Well, what if there's something you haven't heard about yet?
Yeah, there's always new stuff. You're right,
Always
Carrie.
new stuff coming out.
You're right. And the New York scene, I mean, that must feel good. So you were like, you've been smoking weed your whole life. Me too. Kerry also.
Forever.
And to see how it is now,
It's
and this is all
incredible.
New York brands. You can only have a New York company supply at the New York dispensary.
Correct. So we're legally licensed New York through the Office of Cannabis Management, which means every product that comes through is also licensed in New York and batch tested. So everything is scrutinized before it goes through the store and sealed. We don't touch any live product in the store. It all comes directly from the processors.
Amazing.
And then I will say this about when it's really tested, the edibles are so much better.
Correct.
Like I
yeah.
gave Carrie a 10 milligram and it put her on
Knocked me on my
yeah.
ass and then some.
And we've gotten stuff
then
that,
some.
and Carrie, how many times have you gotten something that said 50
Oh, it's
mil-
150 milligrams. I'm like, I'm going to die if I eat this fucking thing. Take half of it. I'm like, I didn't feel anything, guys. That's nothing.
And then a real 10, you should
It's not
feel.
regulated.
And if
don't
you have a
know.
great tolerance, maybe 20 or 30.
Yes.
If it's real.
Yes.
And then I know my edibles, like I like my favorite, Jaunty. Let's see if I get Jaunty on here. And then we had got the Shaolin brand.
Oh,
They have
Shaolin's
that
phenomenal.
Godfather.
The Godfather.
Oh, we were
shit.
just smoking that outside. It's
We
great.
had 15 people smoking one of them, the 6-gram one, for an hour.
Amazing.
Yeah,
15
really
people.
good.
Amazing.
I'm
That's
definitely.
so
I'm gonna have
incredible.
him on our podcast when things were a little quieter,
Yes.
and bring him in and spend like an hour.
Oh, we got
'cause
smoke out of his chalice thing too. That was
smoke out
pretty
of the
cool.
chalice
We
is
like
great.
that.
So yeah, I'm loving the New York brands here. The vibe is amazing.
Made in
The
Shaolin.
scene is way up, and yeah, it makes me want to do another token choke.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 420 event was great. We can't wait to be a part of it again.
I
thanks, I
know. Well, we
appreciate
were
it.
just saying that today. We wanted
I don't
to do
think
another
it could
one.
be
He goes, well, we hope
420
we'll be doing it
because
together.
Easter weekend.
So it can be a 420 event, but Easter weekend will be a little tight,
Yeah.
probably.
Easter weekend's gonna
We'll
be
figure
tough.
it out.
Let me ask the gods, but I would definitely like to do
Birthday.
another one.
Yeah.
We did it on the. Kerry says we should do Token Choke is the adult event, and then Valhalla we do as a kids event only now.
And maybe a couple super fights if people want to jump on it that like don't like
Cops,
weed,
Yeah, like I got a couple cops that want to jump
yeah,
on.
like, or like Ally Quinta, whatever,
Do the kids event. Do
Yeah.
the under 21.
Yeah.
event. So we could do it that way because I don't want to limit it. Even
Yeah.
though I love weed and we all love weed,
Yeah.
I know sometimes becomes an issue with like cops,
Yeah.
Understood.
federal agents,
Well,
and I hate that. They need to fix
pilots.
this. I was
You know
talking
they do need to fix it. It's stupid.
It's so stupid. Think about how many cops and military and firemen.
But they can fix it. Can't they just test the levels of the amount of pot that you have? I went to rehab. I remember
No, who
them doing it
cares?
in there, and how fucking expensive was that for a fucking, crap fucking shit
test.
fucking show rehab upstate? You're gonna tell me they were spending $150 a test my ass? No, the fuck they weren't.
They didn't send you to the rich spot, huh?
No. New York State wouldn't pay for the rich spot. They'd be like, okay, upstate with you.
Attica.
Up to the shithole.
Right
Up
next
to the
to
shithole
Attica.
for you. But
You
you know
were
what?
in
Hey, it
fucking
humbled the shit
Albany.
out of me and it changed my life. So there's that.
Yeah.
It works.
Definitely good.
It works if you go to a real one.
You were like scared straight out there.
Not necessarily scared straight, but I was just sick of the bullshit. And once you go away, and it was like going away for a semester in college, and I was just like, well, fuck it. Why am I gonna go backwards? I might as well. I already dug my heels into this shit. Let's see how far we can take it. I'm one of those people. If I do something, like I will fucking do it.
It was like a
college.
college of drug addicts.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was wild. Oh my God. There was this one chick, we swear she was in there for murder. She was crazy. She was like seized out on the floor in front of me. I'm like, get this whore out of here.
So think about that, Kerry.
Wild time.
Kerry,
Wild.
think about all the shit you've seen with other drugs.
Yes.
And think about what you've seen with weed. Just people
Super.
having a good
Look
time.
at this. There's not one argument, not one fight.
Everyone's relaxing, vibing.
Yeah.
The
Having a
DJ's
good
killing it.
time, chilling, right, bullshitting with
Wonderful.
our
If
friends.
this was
like-
alcohol, you'd have at least 2 fights and someone getting their dick
Well,
sucked
we
in
do
the
have
corner.
alcohol here,
Sorry,
too.
I didn't want to go there, but I had to. It's true.
There is a
Somebody
bar
would be
here.
behind us getting late. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, there is a bar here, Kerry.
well,
but
yes, but if it was like a rave, so to speak, instead of alcohol, if it was
but
like hard
the
drugs.
vibe is, hard to beat.
The
And,
spirit's high, the vibe is good, everybody's happy.
yeah, the weed vibe is good, and I want to elevate the scene in Long Island, and you're similar to me here, that like I think cannabis gets a bad rep, and I'm a professional athlete.
Correct.
You're a fucking almost a black belt in jiu-jitsu too. Carries a blue
Getting
belt.
there.
Carries a blue belt in jiu-jitsu
Yep.
and trains all the time,
Yes, I am. Yes,
and
I do.
covers.
I've ran
and-
triathlons, done
Yeah.
distance races,
So
and
how
I
can
want
they
to be able
say-
to face the
Not
stigma
easy,
of,
yeah.
marijuana.
Yeah, I want to erase the stigma too and make it so
Love it.
that everyone can do it if they want to.
Yes,
And it is a little frustrating, but I do think it's getting a lot better.
absolutely.
And I think if we get the right, RFK, I don't know if you want to, it's not really talking politics, but I just saw he got in
So
as
excited.
the head of health, and that might open things up for
That's
like
going to open a lot of shit up.
cannabis, mushrooms, things like that. I'm hoping.
The market will open up,
Yeah.
That's
We're headed in the right direction with him.
Psychedelics is the next on.
I think so. Yeah, if you could do mushrooms.
I love microdosing.
We made
It's my
mushroom pills the
favorite.
other day. They were great.
My fucking favorite. I mean, I've done everything under the sun, and the only things that have never brought me to something to want to do something bad or crash my car is, mushrooms and weed. Everything else was a crapshoot. It's like, oh fuck. Take
anything
this,
other
something
than-
else might happen. If I do this, I might do something else.
Carrie, how many times have you crashed your car?
I can't even
not
tell you.
many.
I couldn't even count on my hands. Luckily, I never got a DUI, and at the same time, unluckily, because maybe if I had, I wouldn't have gone as far as I did. But I think I crashed my car drinking and driving like at least 5 times.
Oh,
At
jeez.
least.
Carrie's been sober 15 years though, guys, so don't worry,
It was
the
a
roads
lot
are
of
safe.
wait. There was a lot of accidents in those 13 years of me drinking and driving, and they were all like literally within at least 3-4 miles of each other. One accident after another. Wild time.
Oh yeah, we're
Dave
out
is
here.
back.
Proud of Wally.
We got this.
I made Wally who he is today. He's my
Yeah.
boy. All right, to the moon.
Moon.
To
Oh,
the
I
moon.
love it. To
All
the
right.
moon.
the
I'll let you
moon.
go back to interviewing.
Let's go. Let's
So,
go. I love
Walter,
this
like,
energy.
do you find you like weed to go to sleep, for pain, from jujitsu?
Yeah.
What
So,
do you like more? Edibles? Tell us about what you like.
I mean, I'm an old school guy. I like smoking out of glass. You
I
know.
like flower.
Yep,
Okay.
love smoking flower, especially after jiu-jitsu class,
Yep.
those night training sessions. Come home, so I find that it helps me fall asleep,
Yep.
You have that a little bit of adrenaline rush, plus the body pain starts to settle in after the shower, So, topicals, I use topicals that have CBD that help
Yeah,
out
I
with
do like that.
anti-inflammation,
I think CBD is best
Yeah,
topically.
yeah, love it. And we also have, at the store that has THC and CBD combinations. Yeah,
Yes.
from
I like that
companies
for
that are
sleep.
here like Heirloom. Yeah.
And I got one that was THC. Was it I keep calling it green crack, but I think I'm wrong. It's like an energy one. It
Yep.
was 20
Green
milligram
crack.
THC and 10 milligrams THCA or
THCV, the lights on gummies.
Lights on those.
Yeah, those are entered in the cup by heavy hitters.
So good.
Yes,
So
that's
the
what it
That
was.
was my favorite gummy.
THCV, what that does is it's a little bit of an appetite suppressant. Plus, it's almost like a stimulant, so it doesn't make you drowsy.
I
Like
liked
if you
it. I
want
took
Okay.
it before training. I felt really good
Yep.
because I took the Wild brand gummies, which I love.
So I don't need that kind at all. No
But,
appetite suppressant.
Wild's
for me.
very tasty. It's like a nice
Tasty,
thing.
great high, but not a good jiu-jitsu high for me. I threw up. Wasn't a great.
Oh.
It was a great chilling high, a great high at home. But
What was the one that I, like,
the
passed
lights
out
out.
with?
What was that lights out? Lights on.
No,
Heavy
no,
hitters,
the
lights
heavy
on.
hitters, lights on.
One of them
Heavy
I
hitters,
was, like,
lights on.
passed
Boom.
out.
Oh, the Wild.
I passed out. I was
Wild
like, I
put
just gotta
you
go
in
to
your
sleep.
ass.
I was literally sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck is
I
going
like
on?
the
I got
off hours
sweat.
that has the CBG, the euphoric.
Okay.
I find when CBG is in a gummy, it gives a little bit more of like a uplifting
Yeah,
feeling.
Fire.
up
Be
there.
like, okay.
Yeah.
We like that.
And again, you don't feel super tired, So one gummy gets you good.
Yeah, I don't really like anything that's a downer, personally.
Yep.
I'm not like a super upper, but I like something that gives,
I like a mid.
keeps me going.
I like
yeah.
a hybrid for that reason.
Yeah.
Little mix.
Depends on day.
Yeah.
At nighttime, I like a nice indica.
I tell
if I'm
you
getting
what-
Well,
ready to
yeah,
go to
yeah,
bed.
yeah. You want
My
relax.
favorite gummy is that jaunty wild dreamberry
Yeah.
for sleep.
The Rosam.
So good. And there's so much good variety. Like whatever you're looking for, you can find something that fits your needs. So even like for pets,
Yeah.
CBD for
Oh
pets.
yeah, so
For
much,
sure.
which is great because I mean,
That's the thing, and with opening the store, you see that the customer base is all over the market. You have people coming in for different reasons. It's not just people coming in to smoke. You have people that are coming in for the pain management. We have people that have stomach issues that it really does help with them eating. They take tinctures and things of that nature, So it's really cool to see the demographic that's been we've only been open for 2 months, so.
I
It's
mean,
amazing.
I definitely go in once a week at least. So, although it's probably going to
so
drop
many of my
off.
friends go in there.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and you're
So
only
funny.
about 15, 20 minutes away from Sarah's where I coach.
Yeah.
And from Law.
Yeah.
But either place.
20
We're
minutes
right
from
near
my
the
house.
Pine Lawn train station. Just
Yeah, so it winds up
Such a
easy
good
for everyone to
location.
get to.
It's such a it is such a good location. It's in a great
Good
spot.
location.
You're by all
The
the,
neighbors-
parkways, which is huge.
The
Yep.
neighbors don't complain.
No, we got a big lot across the cemetery, so.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Who's gonna complain?
The
If not, they're
neighbors
not
are
gonna
good.
talk
It
about it.
smells
No
like
one's
weed.
They might complain, but they're not gonna talk about it.
They're like, why does my coffin smell like weed? Everyone's there, they get high, they're like, I love you so much, Dad. They're like, I don't know what's going on, but I love you. So, I see we got a lot of aliens around.
A lot of aliens.
Alien invasion. We interviewed
Alien.
Shanae. She's great. One of your bartenders.
Such a sweetheart.
Super sweet.
So knowledgeable.
We might have her to one of the events to work. Maybe we'll put her on prize detail, ring card duty.
Yeah, she would be good for that.
Yeah, she'd be good for
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. She's great. She does acrobatics, roller skating.
Yeah,
She did
I love
a
that.
music video the other day. She's all over the place.
I love it.
She's a performing artist.
Yeah.
Always good because I'm an artist myself. Martial artist. I consider myself a performing artist when I announce. They really should have hired me as the MC here. What the fuck were they doing? Someone dropped the ball. Although, whatever. That's just my opinion.
That's just Manimal said. So.
That's just the
Manimal's
king's opinion. Just the opinion of the king. That's all. And then, what do you see the future of for, Planet Nugg, but also like New York City?
Yeah.
New York.
Planet Nugg, we're looking to expand. We're already looking at additional locations.
Amazing.
Where you looking?
We're looking in a couple areas to be announced soon.
In Long
excited.
Island?
Yeah. On Long Island.
Okay.
Yep. So, look out for the announcements pretty soon.
Very excited
more
about
to know.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And
We
delivery,
definitely-
we're launching delivery. That was a big part of today.
I saw a delivery.
Ooh, I love
so
that.
now we'll have delivery options depending upon where you are on the island. There may be a fee, but when we're launching delivery right now, within the first weekend, there's going to be no delivery fees.
I love
Oh,
that.
guys, you
Yeah.
hear that? I'll try to
Yeah.
get this
How
up quick.
smart is that?
Planet Nugg this week, the 14th to the 21st. No delivery fees.
None.
For the weekend.
Who is
Until
not
the
going to
weekend.
want somebody to deliver their weeds in the house? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I
so
always
great.
love delivery, personally. Oh, you know what
great.
I feel a little bad for, though? I know you won't feel as bad about this. All my local dealers. What the fuck are they doing now?
Nothing.
My local guy, I think now he's washing cars.
No,
Do you want me to see if he wants a
it's
job
about-
as a bartender?
it's about a legal, safe market. And this is really going to create opportunity, People that have been growing their whole lives now have a legal way to grow and distribute. The amount of licenses that OCM is issuing is really going to create job opportunities and new business opportunities, which is what we're about. This is a social equity license that we carry that was given to us because of social injustice, and we're growing the community from it. It's a majority Hispanic-owned company, so that's what we're about.
It's amazing.
So, I'm just going to tell you what they did in Brooklyn. In order to stop persecuting people unjustly,
Yeah.
those people that they originally persecuted unjustly then opened illegal weed stores, which they then, instead of me paying to incarcerate them, now they have to pay to prosecute themselves. So I thought that was a very interesting turn and very ironic that the guys they originally tried to help actually getting in more trouble.
Amazing.
Hopefully you weren't. I know you weren't one of them. You probably never got arrested for weed, or did you?
No, not me, but one of my partners did.
Okay.
Oh, Dave did. Oh, good for Dave. He got street cred.
That's right. That's
Hopefully
right.
he kept his butthole tight. Now I know what I'm going to ask him.
I love it.
Now I know what I'm going to ask him the next
He's a
podcast,
G.
Kerry.
He's almost a
Kerry,
gangster.
next podcast, it's going to be jail talk.
Yep, he's almost
We're
a
just
gangster.
gonna
We got to
do a
find
whole-
out what the rest of his what the rest of his rap sheet is.
Yeah, what's the rest of his rap sheet? It was like weed.
What's your bio?
What's your bio? It was something weird. It was like soliciting the services of
Yeah.
a clown. It was some shit. It was like something weird. And the weed was just an accessory. It was like, dude, just. And how crazy is it that, how much they did tie up the criminal justice system with weed?
Yeah, and people are still incarcerated, as they're debating on federal legalization.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think they need to let all those guys go. I mean, federally, I like decriminalization personally, but they
Look at how much money the town's making in taxation, and the money is going directly back into drug rehabilitation and things
which
of that
there's no
nature.
drug
and facilities.
rehabilitation needed for weed.
No, but to
No
fight
one's
the
ever sucked
opioid
dick on
epidemic, to fight,
Well, I mean,
what's going on with
willingly.
fentanyl
They should be
overdoses.
they should be fighting it.
Yeah, fentanyl. I don't even
atrocity.
understand fentanyl.
I do.
But you do?
I mean, in what way don't you understand it?
Like, how do you know what point will it get you fucked up?
I
And
don't
at
even
what
know why
point
I
does it
would
kill
want- yeah.
you?
You know what?
Like, where's the line?
Didn't it used to be in like weight loss drugs and shit back in the
No,
day?
fentanyl?
I don't think it was
no,
a
no,
form
no.
of
I think
it.
it was a different thing.
No, not something.
Sure about that? Not
But
a
it
form
was
of
something
it?
that sounded like it.
Okay.
But fentanyl, I think, is a painkiller.
They
Like a
say
strong opiate.
that it is. It's a very strong opiate.
I think about how many people, I know me, myself included, terrible effects from opioids. Makes you feel like shit, you know, makes you not give a fuck, can become addictive.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
even though I love weed, I tell you what, every time I fought professionally, I didn't smoke. And, you know, I mean, I didn't kill no one.
Thank God for that.
What year did you get your black belt?
2010. I got my black belt in 2010
sure.
at the grand opening of Huntington. So Matt opened a new Huntington Academy in 2010, and I got my black belt then.
Nice. And how many years were you training?
About 10,
10,
about
yeah.
10 or 11, and then I had fought from 2003 to 2007.
Sick.
That was my first pro career. My second pro career was 2017 to currently. I've never
The
retired.
smile.
I have never retired. So if you want to arouse my ire, come step into the fire, because it's my desire to get one more in if it made sense. You know, it'd have to be like the right opponent, the right money. Otherwise, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. I run at the Garden.
Run awesome tournaments like
I
you
run
do, you know?
amazing shows.
Yeah.
I've done everything I want to do. I try to, are we wrapping it up?
Yeah,
Yep.
go wrap it up.
Okay, I'm going to
Well,
wrap
Wally,
it
it's
up.
been
Wally, awesome. Love having you here.
amazing.
We're ready to wrap it up anyway. Kerry has to go play pool.
I gotta go kick someone's ass on a pool
She's so
table.
cool. All right, guys,
Bye,
follow
guys.
them at Planet Nugg.